Hello dear students, till now we have discussed electric flux, Gauss theorem and its two applications. Today we will study the last application of Gauss theorem in which we will obtain an expression for the electric field due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell. Electric field due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell. But first we should know what is spherical shell. A spherical shell is a hollow sphere having very small thickness. A hollow sphere having very small thickness. There is no difference between its internal and external radius. Here we will obtain the expression for electric field at 3 points. Number 1, when the point lies outside the shell. Number 2, point lies at the shell. And number 3, point lies inside the shell. So, first case number 1, when the point lies outside the shell. So, electric field at a point outside the shell. Suppose this is the spherical shell having a positive charge distributed uniformly over it. Let R be the radius of the spherical shell. Capital R be the radius of the spherical shell. Now, suppose point P lies outside the shell. Let R be the distance of point of observation from the center. So, R must be greater than R. So, a point outside the shell, the distance of point of observation will be more than the radius of the shell. Suppose C is the center of the shell. Now, we will draw a Gaussian surface passing through point P. A Gaussian surface passing through point P. We take a small element, area element here, ds. This is the Gaussian surface and it is clear, then whole charge lies inside the Gaussian surface. Now, what is the direction of area vector at this point? It will be radially outward. It will be radially outward. Suppose this is the Gaussian surface. Suppose this is the Gaussian surface. So, this is the direction of ds vector, a small area vector. Suppose this is the here. Now we have considered it as the Gaussian surface. This is ds vector for this element. Now, electric field is in the same direction. So, first we calculate the small flux passing through this area element. So, a small flux passing through this area element, we know d phi equal to E dot ds. Now apply Gauss theorem for the whole spherical Gaussian surface. This one, using Gauss theorem, phi equal to q by epsilon naught. Please keep in mind, we are using Gauss theorem, we are not doing Gauss theorem. So as per the Gauss theorem, again the net flux linked or passing through a closed Gaussian surface is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed by the closed Gaussian surface. So we can write E ds equal to q by epsilon naught. Angle between electric field vector and area vector at this element, it is 0 degree. So simply we can write E ds cos theta means cos 0 degree for the whole surface, q by epsilon naught. Now cos 0, what is the value of cos 0? The value of cos 0 is 1. We have discussed in previous topic also. So integration E ds equal to q by epsilon naught E integration ds equal to q by epsilon naught E into s equal to q by epsilon naught s. S is the surface area of Gaussian surface. What is the formula for surface area of Gaussian surface, which is in spherical shape? That means surface area of a sphere having radius r, and it is 4 pi r square equal to q by epsilon naught. So by simple calculation we can write E equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. E equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. But already we have this formula. For which configuration? This is the formula. This is the formula for electric field due to a point charge. This is the formula for the electric field due to a point charge. It means that for the outside points, the shell behave as the whole charge given to it is supposed to be concentrated at its center. Again, the whole charge for outside points, the shell behaves as the whole charge given to it is supposed to be concentrated at its center. That is, for the outside points, it behaves like a point charge. This is the expression for the electric field for the points outside the shell. Now, case number 2. When the point P lies at the surface. It is simple calculation, simple. At the surface, that means this is the spherical shell and this is the Gaussian surface. So simply again we can obtain this formula only by substituting this r from this r. If we substitute r from r, then we can calculate the electric field due to a thin spherical shell at the point on its surface. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Okay, we may write 1 upon 4 pi r square, 4 pi r square q by epsilon naught. This is surface area of spherical shell. So q by s. Okay, now tell me what is q by s here. q by s. q by s is the surface charge density. q by s is the surface charge density. So electric field due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell, it is equal to sigma by epsilon. This is the expression for the electric field due to a uniformly charged thin spherical shell on the surface of the shell. Now, case number 3. When the point of observation lies inside the shell. When the point of observation lies inside the shell, third point lies inside shell. Again, suppose this is the thin shell. Now, suppose radius of the shell. Suppose this is the distance of point of observation, smaller. ds vector, center. Again using Gauss theorem, A equal to q by epsilon naught integration E dot ds equal to q by epsilon naught. As we know that there is no charge inside the hollow shell. Inside the shell, q equal to 0. So E dot ds inside the shell, E dot ds equal to 0. E dot ds equal to 0. As s cannot be equal to 0. So electric field inside the shell will be 0. Electric field inside the shell will be 0. So again, case number 1, for the outside point, the shell behave as a point charge. For all the points at the shell, electric field E equal to sigma by epsilon naught, and there is no electric field inside the shell due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell. Now we will check how the electric field vary with the distance of point of observation. Variation of electric field with distance of point of observation. Variation of electric field with distance electric field E with distance R. Distance R means distance of point of observation. Okay. C is the center of shell. Electric field like this. Up to R, there is no electric field. From center up to surface, there is no electric field. Inside the shell, the electric field is 0. But at the surface, when R equal to R, the electric field is maximum. At the surface, when R equal to R, this is the maximum value of electric field. This is E maximum. E maximum. We should not draw a thick line. When R equal to R, then we have the maximum electric field. Now, outside the shell, electric field reduces like this. E is inversely proportional to R square. It was the third application of Gauss theorem. That's all. All the best for your studies. Okay, thank you.